My firm offer 2 weeks paid paternity leave, which is relatively easily accessible within work because I'd seen other dads do it, and it's also, there's information on it on our internal staff extranet and in staff intranet. I didn't explore the government statutory route because I knew that I could get effectively 2 weeks paid holiday in addition rather than having to apply for it. I found the paternity leave experience quite daunting because it's like preparing to go on holiday, but you don't know when you go on holiday. So you're constantly having to keep on top of every bit of your work and finish work with an empty desk every night. And when you go on holiday, you can gear up to that and you can work a couple of nights late and then leave things with colleagues. Doing it for several weeks in the run-up to Millie's birth was really tough. With Williams, it was slightly less so, partly because of the time of year he was born, I was less busy, but also because I'd managed clients' and colleagues' expectations better having had the experience. I also took a month off with William, whereas I only took a fortnight off with Millie. And I can wholeheartedly say to any new dad, if you can afford it and your employer will allow you to do it, take the month, because it allows you to develop the new normal a lot quicker. 2 weeks in with a newborn, you're still learning and people are still coming around giving you presents. After a month, actually, things are a bit more stable. And I think it allowed me to bond with William a lot quicker, spend time making our new family, which had moved from 3 to 4, a lot quicker. And also I didn't go back to work feeling like I'd left the most important thing at home, which I did first time around. My return to work first time, I felt a bit adrift, which is probably partly due to my mental state, but also due to the fact that I hadn't sort of finished that becoming a new dad process. So I felt there was something much more important at home that I wanted to focus on. I was distracted in work when I went back. Balance with family life, I think before I had children, my career was relatively more important to me. It still is important to me, but its relativity has decreased versus where I place weight on my family now. I mean, I'm a solicitor, so I often work or have pressures of work to work late. Normally I find that if it's a diary appointment, then I'll know about it a week or so in advance and that can be scheduled in. It's when a client rings me up and says, I need this done now, and it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon and I know that then won't be finished until 10 o'clock, that it means I have to ring up and say, I'm sorry, Daddy won't be home for bedtime tonight, I'll Skype you and we can say night-night over the phone, which Millie has had to get used to. We had a point 18 months ago where she used to throw my wife's mobile phone across the room because Daddy wasn't going to be home, but she's grown up with seeing that. And with having William now, I find I'm home even more for bedtime actually, because we have to start bedtime earlier with his bath time. The work side, I have to juggle work via remote technology and flexible working. I leave early to do the nursery run, do bedtime, then log back in. Luckily, my employer is very, very sympathetic to that, and they positively encourage family and parental engagement.